What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. PVO, man. We back at it. The wrap-up TV. Unfortunately, our Raptors weren't able to pull it off yet again. Another collapse in the second half. What the heck is going on?
Bro, saying dog, same. This is the same shit I said before, but they shot 47 free throws. But they're not 20 fucking more free throw than us team, and we have 46 paint points. So there's no we weren't going to the rack and all this and that. No, we have 46 paint points, and we had 27 free throws, and they have 47, 28 in the fourth quarter. Come on.
Kyle Lowry get fouled, no call. Saw Chris Boucher get fouled, no call.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Lowry took a charge and they didn't call. They called it against him. Then the next time when we reviewed it, he's like, "What you talking about, bro? You know who I am." Before that, we were on a run. So it kills it.
But as a basketball player, you don't want to put the game in the ref's hands. I feel like sometimes Kyle Lowry is looking for the foul instead of finishing the basket, which is one of the things that he does that drives me absolutely insane.
Yeah, man. But number one charge taker, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Same way you're giving BI all these free throws. Same deal, man. You got to give it to us on the other side. If he's the number one charge taker in the league, chances are he probably got there. You guys got it wrong.
Okay. I want to say this. The Raptors look limp. They look limp. This is not regardless of refs or not, this is not Raptors basketball. They're one of the worst shooting teams in the league. The field goal percentage is 41%.
Yeah.
We have mans who can't buy a bucket. Pascal Siakam left his game in Scotiabank Arena.
I didn't think he brought it.
I think the good thing about Siakam, he's still giving you 10 boards and 7 assists, so he's being productive on that. Even though he's shooting poorly, but he's still shooting poorly. He was nowhere to be found in this game either. As we move further into the season, we can't have that. We can't afford that. So I think that's something that needs to be heavily addressed. I think that no one's taking in that we play at Tampa Bay right now, even though this is an away game. No one's taking it at Tampa Bay right now, so we're the only team in the league not playing at our home floor, and that could be a problem. But they're looking limp. Every game I've watched them so far this season, they look limp. They look like they just got out of bed.
I feel like, I want to touch on Siakam because, I have his jersey here. And I want to wear it every episode, but I'm just not confident enough in him to wear his jersey. So I just have to, put it aside.
That jersey's on old management, dog.
I can't deal with this anymore, man. It's just becoming too much. I can't. Every game, it's the same damn thing. He just disappears, and we paid him money. I heard the comment. Listen. I watched the game on NBA TV, okay? These guys, they do not rate the Raptors at all.
Oh,
would you? Would you rate the Raptors?
I mean,
what
you know what?
They don't rate us when we're winning. They don't rate us when we're winning.
Yeah,
look,
for real.
The team is doing what they can with what they have. It's not a great team. You have no playmakers on this team. The closest thing you have to a playmaker is maybe 6 foot.
I'm sorry, Kyle Lowry? Kyle Lowry's not a playmaker?
He's 37 years old.
Doesn't matter. Is Freddie not a playmaker? I don't think that's a problem.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Freddie's barely 6 foot. He's pinched. And it's the reason why NBA teams don't – it's the reason why you go undrafted. It's because height and athleticism matters when you're playing against – on a nightly basis. You're playing against point guards who are 6'6" and can fly out the gym.
I don't know about all that. I don't think that's the problem with the Raptors. They did the same guys we had last year. We won how many games? This is the same team we had last year.
But you have to understand, last year you got a lot of assists that came from your big men, your two veteran big men. Those are gone now, and they're not being replaced by anybody in the paint. And that
don't
helped.
discredit Eric Baines, man. Don't discredit Eric Baines.
Aaron Baines is Aaron
Okay,
Brick.
but okay, hold on. Look, this is what we do every time as Toronto fans, right? What we do is we take the guys we have and we put the most amount of pressure on them instead of calling a spade with spade. These guys, like, all due respect, Kyle's my guy, but Kyle's at the back end of his career. I'm not going to be the one to say, oh, Kyle, you got to do it on a nightly basis. I'm not going to be the one to say that. You paid Fred, you paid Pascal. The problem is Pascal's a one-trick pony that you scout for now, so he's irrelevant. He's shook mentally. I watched this guy. There was so many plays in the game he made today that he tried to make the right play, but he was unsure of himself, and it was a turnover every time. He must have had like 5-6 turnovers. And it's like he making the right play, but if he had that confidence, he would have made those plays. Those turnovers would have been an assist. They would have been a split second earlier, or he would have gone up with confidence. He had to play back to the bucket against Lonzo Ball. Bro, you need to take Lonzo Ball every time back to the bucket. He would have 2 seasons ago. His confidence is gone. He's not an alpha male. And then Fred, I'm sorry, like I love Fred, but we talk about this all the time, KG. You go in the lane at 6 foot without bunnies. You're gonna get stuffed.
They're gonna beat up.
Like
Whoa. Fred VanVleet's been collecting ankles, dog. Fred VanVleet.
I don't disagree.
Step like that, you ain't me,
bro. At 6 foot, you have to be special if you're gonna be in the NBA. Barely 6 foot. He's special. Outside, beyond the arc, he's special, and he can cut into the lane and he can get in there. But at the end of the day, if you need a bucket or you need a guy to create, he will get suffocated when the defense locks. What happens in the second half of all these games so far? The Raptors start crumbling.
Blow the lead. You know
it's not just the Raptors, though. It's not just the Raptors, though. It's
Who's supposed to close for us?
Bro, in the second half of the game, what happens? Other NBA teams turn it on. Other NBA teams turn it on.
Do we turn it on?
Second half, like
you can, but here's the thing.
Hold on. We gotta go one at a time. Let everybody talk. The Zoom call.
You turn it on. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yo, it's only 5 games into the season, so this ain't, like in segments of the game, we're actually playing nice. Just some things that we need to work on, which I want to be good at the end of the season, which they always have been, is the tightness where we tighten up the defense in the fourth quarter, where we're getting all those consecutive stops. Like, that's a thing that we're working on, like, because we have all these new players. We, like, a third of our playbook was Marc Gasol standing at the free throw line and then him doing work while everyone's cutting. But now we have to take all that out because Aaron Baines can't pass like that. So now you got to figure it out now. Like, we're only 5 games in, maybe 20 games in, we could talk like this and say like, oh, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. Like, this has worked for multiple years. Like, Fred VanVleet earned his starting spot. Fred VanVleet is the starting shooting guard, and these 2 small guys have done it before. Just, we got to figure out who's the guy in the clutch, and our supposed best player needs to be in the game, not in foul trouble, and just ready to play. Like, give me 20 and 10 every game. Chris Bosh used to do that for us. And then, like, so do that.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this. When DeMar had his playoff deficiencies, he always opened up the season with a bang. Every single time. Yeah. He always opened up the beginning of the season with a bang whenever he has playoff struggles. Pascal has severe playoff struggles and it continued into the season. That is a red flag.
Yep.
Pascal's he's not that guy.
Like, I'm not gonna say that because only 5 games.
So last year in the bubble, when it's in the playoffs, like, now we know how people are gonna guard Pascal. They're gonna use small, strong guards to, like, cut off his center of gravity, and he has to learn to shoot over them and try, like, he's not backing them down, which I don't understand why, and he fades away. Like, you're taller and bigger, shoot over them. And, like, let's see, like, I'm going to say they're still going to make the playoffs. I never thought that we were going to be a top 3 or 4, like, seed. So, like, just get to where we were last year defensively, and you give us a chance. Like,
y'all didn't see when Pascal sauced BI in the second quarter when he
Euro?
Yeah.
Bro, the thing is with Pascal, bro, it's not about his skill set. Like, it's if there are guys who have less skill than Pascal and less athleticism who play better on a nightly basis. Pascal's shit right now is all mental, bro. It is all mental. Basketball is 80%. It's an 80% mental game. The fact that this guy got suspended, we're just gonna gloss over like that never happened. If that happened,
wait, hold on. Let's talk about it.
You're supposed to be the leader. I don't know, but you're supposed to be the leader of the team at this point.
Exactly.
So you're gonna tell me that, oh, okay, I used to be like, okay, Pascal only been playing ball for 7 years. Oh my God, this guy's exponential growth, has the athleticism and the size, whatever. It's like all he needs is all these different skill sets, jump shot, mid range, blah 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 blah. It's a mental thing now at this point.
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
It's a mental thing.
He has a mid range. He has a jump shot. He could shoot the three.
He has those skills, but he doesn't have the mentality to say, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck you up." Oh, you're giving me this? Okay, I'm taking it. Or you're giving me some space? I'm taking it.
He needs that Mamba. Go ahead, Randall.
He doesn't get the ball in the clutch, right? So 2 possessions, it's a 2-possession game, and you're not giving him the ball in the clutch. So I'm obviously going to be mad. Like, the way he walked off, that's a little bitch move. You're not, like, that's not leadership. But he kind of has a point. Like, bro,
we groomed him for this. You remember last season? He used to get the ball in the clutch every single time.
He used to be the stock boy. Then he leveled up. Now he's an assistant manager in the NBA final. Now it's like, you're the guy. But we're gonna give you stock boy work again. Like, no, give me.
You have to earn, but you have to earn it, bro. He earned it.
No, he earned it. Regardless.
But look, he earned it. He earned it. Look, when Kawhi was still on the team, Pascal was getting reps at the last shots of games. They were running sets for Pascal because he was earning it.
That's clear. Like, think about it. Kawhi Leonard has the shot of the century because he's the guy. So you need to give him the ball in the last second and let him create.
I'm talking about Pascal. I'm talking about what I'm saying is.
Hold on. Let him finish. No, Randall, I think I hear what you're saying, man. I kind of agree with what he's saying because it's like, but I hear what you're saying as well. Because it's like, if I'm the guy of the team, yo, the last shot, I want the ball.
He doesn't even act like that. He doesn't even act like that.
Yeah. For him, like, I don't know, figure it out. Gotta figure it out.
Do you know?
So,
bro, you know how many stories there are of guys who, whatever the coach says in the timeout, they're the guy. They go up to the guy and say, "Yo, if you don't give me that fucking ball, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third." That story runs deep through the league of the history with all the greats.
Yeah, 100%.
Pascal's not that guy. Can you even picture Pascal walking up to someone and saying, "Yo, give me the ball"?
Yo, when I'm 10, 6, 11, I'm standing over you. You better give me the damn ball.
But Pascal's not that guy.
Yeah, he's not. Honestly, he's not that guy. But you know who's the guy? Chris Boucher. He's that guy.
Yep. There's a guy there's a guy who's being more productive and more efficient with the time he has with less skill.
I think this is his last year of a rookie contract. He's trying to get paid. A smart guy, yo. I do the exact same thing.
But he plays so hard. He's playing for a reason. Man. He's repping his country.
Well, yo, the first thing that happened as soon as you saw that we lost Serge Ibaka and we lost Marc Gasol, you're like, okay, this is Chris Boucher's time to shine. Because if you saw last season, Chris Boucher had some productive minutes whenever he played. It was just a matter of, okay, can he do this on a nightly basis? Can he do this with more minutes when we don't have bigs like we did last year? And he's been delivering. You have to give it up to Chris Boucher because, like, real talk, like, the games that I've seen him play, he's getting you put back dunks, he's getting you offensive boards, he's giving you 7 blocks, he can shoot the 3.
Flying, yo, the 3 is flying too.
Yo, the way he shoots the 3 is like when you're playing that ball game at Dave and Buster. He shoots the
3. Oh man, but yo,
his shot is ugly.
His shot's terrible. But hey, as long as it goes in, man. The Raptors weren't able to.
It's not. Hold on.
Go back?
Chris Boucher's shot is not ugly. He's just a very lanky guy, and he has a very lanky shot. The form doesn't look ugly. It's just he looks like.
Bro, it's ugly. It goes in. I have no problem.
At David Buster's, dog.
It's ugly, man. It's ugly. The Raptors blew the game yet again. We couldn't close. You know what? You know what's crazy? When Siakam was playing, they played better when he got fouled out.
Yeah, they came back when he got fouled out.
That the fourth run was nice. Stan Van Gundy mismanaged his timeouts because from like 6 minutes all the way till the end, he had only one timeout challenge that it failed. So like when we were going on the run, he couldn't stop them. Like that's good on them because they're a pretty young team and they learned. Like they went on a nice stretch where it's like you guys got yourself into this bullshit, but then they still closed it out. You know, Eric Bledsoe hit it out, man. Yeah.
And then Eric came to ball.
Come on, bro.
No, if we're talking about bad jump shots, let's talk about a much improved one. Most improved jump shot in the NBA is Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball, man.
Yo, it got quicker. I was shocked. What happened?
Yep, he worked on it, man.
It got quick. That jump shot was quick today.
Yep, and he's hitting it. He's hitting.
And he was hitting it,
nice, which is nice, man.
Which is nice for me because I took Pelicans all in. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? It's fine, man. It's fine. But hold on, someone else is joining the room. We got Troy in the building. What's going on, Troy, man? We're just talking about the Raptors. We're talking about the second half, about the defense. I feel like this game was not a game where the Raptors focused on their defense. The Raptors it was more like just the shots going up. Someone needs to mute the mic. But yeah, the shots are just going up. Trey balls are going up. They scored, I think, 200 and I forgot how much they scored together, but it wasn't a defensive game. What do the Raptors need to do to buckle down on defense? Because Zion was getting whatever he wanted. I seen Zion come and just spin off, finesse. Yes. Next one, come again, spin off.
Zion's gonna get whatever he wants against anyone. The kid's a freak.
And yeah, you know, like when we have when we face bigs like that, we really miss our Serge Ibaka's and our
Oh, facts.
Like, I'm sorry, like Aaron Baines to me is just not cutting it, yo. Like
it's a pylon.
Oh, Alex Len, stop this. Let's get serious.
Wait, okay, Alex. Okay, don't get me wrong though. Let's talk about Alex Len. Because when I first heard Alex Len, I was like, oh, Alex Len, ill. Like, no, like, you know. But when I seen him play the last couple of games, he does all right for what he does what he's supposed to do.
In limited minutes, that's all you ask for, man. Yeah. You come in, relieve the starters, keep us in it when it's bench time. I think they're doing the job. They got to learn, man. I feel like it's a big learning process. They got new guys to replace half their offense. Serge Ibaka was like offense off the bench, and we used to play through Marcel a lot. You know, and then that made Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry have the open threes after the two swings off Marcel, cutting, passing. So now these guys are having to make the plays, and then their plays are tired. They're just coming off the pick. They're a little open. They take a shot, and it bricks. Here we go again. Once they start to get into, I'll say after game 20, 25, then we can really see what they're actually going to be. They might end up being an 8C team, maybe this whole
continue. Yo, honestly, I'm capping the Raptors at hopefully a 4th or 5th seed. Let's be honest. A lot of the top heavy teams last year are kind of starting out slow. Boston's kind of sort of picking up, but they're starting out slow. Philly's been rocking, but come on now. Orlando is East. Do you think that's gonna last? You think Orlando's gonna be top?
Atlanta,
yeah.
So
Atlanta,
I think is kind of out of all of the Cleveland and the New York. But what the things you're trying to say is but Atlanta might be real. And then how about Washington? Do we actually think Washington's a 1-5 team? No, they're figuring it out too. How
that team can't play no defense. That team is crap.
That's not that good, but same things though, right? I don't think they're a 1-5 team. I think they're gonna probably be in the play-in tournament, or they might just have the seed already locked in. So it's a little early, but the defense was
4th seed for Raptors. I'm looking for Raptors a 4th seed.
4th seed,
4th or 5th seed.
Bro, and the Bucks, and then who? And then
you got Bucks, Boston, Brooklyn, Philly. That's 4 teams right there. Bucks, Boston, Brooklyn, and Philly will all finish.
Indiana.
And Miami and Indiana will both finish above us.
Oh, Miami. Indiana.
Whoa.
Sorry, I was just joking.
Sabonis has been balling, but I don't know about Indiana. Now stop this.
Indiana plays the same level of defensive intensity as us, and they have just as good, if not better,
I'm saying we are
guys to get it done.
Seed. We're a playoff lock.
Better than Siakam?
I think that Siakam right now, the product that I'm seeing right now, is not an all-star.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Nobody will disagree with you.
So if I had to take,
vote him in.
if I had to look at Indiana's roster and take him out over Siakam, yeah, I could find someone. I could take Sabonis. I could take Brogdon. Brogdon had 33, 3, and 7 today.
Yeah,
Brogdon. It's just, and that's the thing. The fact that it's a conversation means that there's no bueno. The guys.
He was never just paid.
It shouldn't even be there should be no one on Indiana that's even close to Pascal at a max contract.
Nobody.
But
that's why those contracts don't make any sense.
I don't know why they were so quick to pay him. They could have paid him.
He
deserved the money, guys. He deserved
the money. Yo, he won us a chip. He was the Raptors to win us a chip. And then he was giving you like 24 and 8 last year. You guys can't say that.
Yeah, honestly, don't forget, guys. Whoa. Please don't forget.
Last year's numbers, I don't know. What were last year's numbers? 22.7 and 7 point something, and shooting 40-something%. I don't know, guys.
He got voted in as a starter, and the players and the media get votes. So,
But you could have, as a businessman, if you're the GM, you're trying to squeeze every dollar you can. If you could have gotten away with paying him $10 million a season less or $5 million, you could have tried. They just threw the money at him because this is the thing with the Raptors every season. There's no one else to pay. There's no one else.
But yo, guys, you cannot say he did not deserve the money.
He deserved the money, man.
No, yeah.
But there are other guys out there who are making the same.
Okay, so even if we say he deserved the money, you think the Raptors still should have paid him though?
Exactly.
How would you not pay him?
Look at the situation we're in right now.
I would talk about he got that contract early last year. At the time he got the contract, he was the Robin to Kawhi's Batman, helped win a chip. He was giving you like 24, nearly 10. How are you not just
Batman? That's when I bought this jersey. That Siakam that I bought. Van Vliet and Lowry.
Yeah, it was Kyle Lowry. It was
Lowry, bro. Lowry and Van Vliet were our main offensive option. All he did was go through the spin cycle, and then that got strapped in the bubble. I don't know in their mind at what point they saw this crazy progression in his game when his game has been exactly the same the last 3 seasons. And
I don't disagree.
Oh, no.
No,
he's gotten so much better. You guys are disrespecting.
No. He got better. He got better.
Y'all are slaves to the moment, yo. That's a diss team still.
Oh, my goodness. They don't understand progression.
All right, let me pull up his numbers.
I probably say DeMar DeRozan never got better every year.
I'll pull up his numbers.
DeRozan did get better every year, though.
Let's calm down. I'll pull up his numbers.
Siakam's gotten better every year. This year he's just not performing, but I think he will.
Last 2 seasons he's been stagnant.
I'll pull up his numbers. Remember, he got his max deal in the off season, right?
No, he got his max deal like 2 games into last season.
Yeah.
So don't you think that was too early to give him a max deal?
He won it. He was the second best player on the championship team, and then he opened the season with 40 points. So I don't know.
Pay him, man.
Yeah,
bro.
Pay him.
He had big finals games.
He averaged last season. He averaged 22.9, 7 rebounds, not 8, and 3 assists, and not 24 points. He averaged.
So was the guy
less than a block. He shot under 50% from 2-point field goals, under 50% from 2-point field goals as your 4. He shot 45% overall.
You're breaking it down too much.
Look at Westbrook's percentages, bro. Like we ain't trying to.
Oh, Russell! I'm not saying Russell Westbrook's worth a dime. I'm not saying anything about Russell.
Hold on. Ryan.
Every big shoots above 50%. When does every big shoot above 50%? The only big that above 50% are bagging in the paint.
I didn't say that every big shoots over 50%. I am just saying these are the numbers. From 2%, he shot 40 under 50. And overall,
if he shot under 50, what do you think?
48, he shot 49. Overall, he shot. We're talking about those. That's 2-point field goals from a guy who doesn't take mid-range jump shots.
What do you mean? He shoots the 3. He shoots the 3 better than DeMar. He shoots the 3.
Bro, he shot 35% from 3. Overall, he shot 45%.
That's good. That's bad. 35 from 3 is solid.
It's a good number.
Anyways, enough about Siakam. You guys leave Siakam alone.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on. Let me say this. Let me just say this in closing about Siakam. Last season, the season before, where we could say influenced him getting the max, and then the 2 games into the new season before he got the max. That season, his field goal percentage was 55%, and his field goal percentage from 2 was 60%. Okay,
yeah, because he stretched the floor. He started taking more threes, and he was getting more shots.
All I'm saying is he went from up here before he got the money to here, and now this season he's like this.
Bruh, 2 different.
That's all I'm saying.
One time he played with Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry, 2 people who are above him in this, like in the rankings.
And the GM should have seen that before he gave him a max.
Look at this. Okay, so are you going to say that Brandon Ingram is not that good? Because now Brandon Ingram is blowing up, just like how Siakam blew up last year. So now what's going to now he's the guy. So if they make the playoffs and he cannot perform in the playoffs, are they the same player? Like, no, Brandon Ingram is their centerpiece, and he gets the ball like he's the centerpiece. Does Pascal in these
he's better than Pascal
the ball? It doesn't matter. He's our centerpiece, so we have to play him like centerpiece. Like that's the only fact. You can't give it to him with 6 seconds left on the clock and expect him to dribble past Jason Tatum. Like that's never happening in a million years. Maybe one time.
Brandon Ingram can do that.
No, but you're not listening. He's not saying that they're the same guy. He's basically saying that Brandon Ingram is the centerpiece. So when it comes time, it's game time. Brandon Ingram will get the ball. I
don't disagree with you. If it's about giving the highest paid player the ball in the moments that count, I don't disagree. You have to give him the ball. You paid him. You have to give him the ball.
Yeah, that's what you've been saying the whole time. But anyways,
he only has 10 points. Well, yeah, if I touch the ball 10 times, I'm gonna get 10 points.
How many shots did he put up today? I mean, he was in foul trouble.
He was in foul trouble. He wasn't playing the way he was supposed to play. But you know what? We got Boston in a couple of days. That's another big team.
And how much do you guys think we lose that game by?
Yeah,
win. I say, okay, we need a big statement game to get the confidence back and to get the team back to where it is. If we win that game, I say we start rocking this year. I'm not counting us out to lose. Like, you guys have to understand, we're coming from a very interesting situation. They're the only team that's not playing from home. So I'd say next week. Let's see if we're talking about a different team.
Okay, I like that.
I'm the pessimist in the chat. I see that, but I'd like to be. Last season, KG will tell you, we have a group chat where I was dogging them. I was pleasantly surprised, but what I thought was going to happen happened in the bubble. At some point, it's not just about hopes and aspirations and heart, because we have that. At some point, NBA scouts get paid a lot of money for a big reason. And at some point, you have to look at the roster and you have to say to yourself, okay, can a guy who's on his last leg at 35 years old and a 6-foot guard who is fantastic lead this team? Because at the end of the day, it's not Pascal. We just all agreed in here that he doesn't have it mentally. And yes, you have to give him the ball. But it doesn't mean he's going to get it done. He may rise to the occasion this season or next season.
You gotta give him a chance. You have to.
But when it comes to okay, we're talking about playing Boston next week. Boston. You just look at the matchups, right? None of the matchups favor us.
This is a revenge game. Last time the bubble, they beat us in Game 7. These guys better come with some grit.
Hold
on. Last time we faced them in Boston, we beat ourselves in Game 7 because that was a winnable game. We could have won that game. We beat ourselves.
But we didn't have a guy.
No, so that is when I got to see Pascal actually touch the ball a lot, and he was making bad decisions. But what the fuck did we work on after the bubble till now? And you have to show me that. He's not even getting the opportunity to show me that. Because I think you just got to think smarter. Like tomorrow or whenever we play Boston, you're going to see they're going to use Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and go under, and his center of gravity, he needs to learn to shoot over them. If he can shoot over them.
He needs a jump shot.
No, just a little hook shot. Why are we even going to that, bro? Use your size.
Yeah, what happened to that? He did that 2 seasons ago.
That's what I'm saying, though. But you have to call me that play 5 times in a row until we know it's not working to show me that I'm the centerpiece. Like that's the thing. Like when he left, like after he got fouled out, like I'm with him. Like I'm a little like I'd be pouty too, but maybe not.
But you can't. You just can't be pouty.
No, you can. You can. If I'm
you can, sure, but leaders aren't.
Play for the Rockets, but this guy can't.
Like I said, you think James Harden, brother? You think James Harden? If they call the play for Eric Gordon, you think James Harden's letting Eric Gordon take that shot? Hell no.
Yes, but okay, but
what if it's the right play? Like it depends, because if James the one creating, he gets double team. We're giving.
If James creates it, but if the play is called for him to come off the ball and it go to Eric Gordon, I mean, we listen to the old heads talk about it all the time. They talk about, after the huddle was over, I went to Eric Snow and I said to him, if you pass that ball to whoever the fuck, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
No, but you can't compare the two because it's different. That's a different day and age. You think a lot of these guys now are just doing whatever the coach says.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys aren't. Like the stars are stars for a reason.
Yeah.
It's not just skill. There's a lot of skilled players.
Like, Pascal Siakam might not be the top 10 guy who you want to build your franchise around, but he's our guy. He decided to stay and take the money. So like, you just got to give him the same perks that everybody else does. And then we can all judge. If he, in that scenario, is trash, then maybe he's trash. But
look, I'm going to say this. Sorry to cut you off, my G.
No.
If we're talking about Pascal Siakam the same way next month, that's what we can say we have a problem. You know what I mean? If we're talking about him the same way next month, if we're looking and his field goal percentage is still abysmal and he's still shooting poopy from 3 and he's getting in foul trouble like this, then we have a problem. Right now, we cannot ignore the fact he's giving us 10 boards and 7 assists. That's actually pretty good for.
Yeah, that's good.
He's just not getting the ball in the basket. That's the problem. But he's getting 10 boards and 7 assists.
All right, guys. One question, one point from each one of you guys. What do we got to do to beat Boston next game? What do you think we got to do?
Continue that defense that I saw that made us go on that. Like, these guys were killing the zone. The communication was crazy. The switching was crazy. Sometimes Pascal started the point of attack, then he's coming back and he's the back guy, he's the middle guy. It's coming on. Like, I used to see this shit from top. Like, I got season tickets, so I see the game from up top, like on the diagonal, and I watch how they communicate, how they're switching, how people are yelling from the bench and telling them their responsibilities. It's all coming together. You just don't see it in the end result in our win category and stuff like that. But stretches of the game, the defense is coming back together, and I feel like, let's bring that for 36 of the 48 minutes. We got a chance, man.
I hear you. Germs, what do you think we got to do to beat Boston? Oh wait, do you think we even have a chance to beat Boston?
Personally, I mean, you take the court, you have a chance. I think that in order for us to beat Boston, you need Pascal to shoot close to 50%, if not over, and he has to have 25 points, 5 and 5 minimum, along with a strong performance from Fred, Kyle, and Kyle don't need to score for this team to win. He didn't need to score last season or the season before that. But you need Kyle to do the little shit, and you need Fred to play over 20 points, and then you can win. And, of course, that defense needs to be Raptors-level defense.
That's it, man. We need that Raptors-level defense.
But it starts and ends with your leader and Pascal Siakam. The bottom line is we don't have enough guys. We don't have enough other scorers to make up the points. Fred dropped, 27 tonight?
Yeah, he was fine on the first half.
We don't have enough. That's the bottom line. No matter what you guys say, no disrespect. But if you look at the stat sheet, show me where, if Pascal has a bad game, where the rest of the points going to come from. Kyle and Serge, that pick and roll with the second unit last year and the year before, that got you out of a lot of jams when the offense wasn't clicking.
That, man. You gotta focus on what you have.
Where are the points going to come from is what I'm saying.
OG. It needs to come from Norman Powell. It needs to come from
Norm. I don't know what happened to Norm. His game has not evolved in 4 seasons. It's been 3.
Whoa. Forgetting Norman Powell was like almost the most improved player last season.
Bro, no. Norm had a great season. But what I'm saying is,
that's his guy.
Right. What I'm saying is from a skill perspective, look, I'm a fan of every single Raptor that wears the uniform, bro. And I gun for every single one. I fought for DeMar when everyone was saying trade him. But the thing is, I need to see improvement. Norm's game was always / shoot threes. Bro, you have to evolve.
Well, he shoots it at a very good percent. So
last season, that's what made him so great, is because he was shooting the three like unbelievable.
Yeah.
But now he's cold, which happens to shooters. Where Norm's in between game? Where's Norman's crossover? Where's Norman's pull up? Where's his floater?
Like, get the consistent minutes. Like, you got to give him that maybe 20 to 25, and then he's like, I know I'm going to get 20 to 25. Not like Matt Thomas going to get 21 game, I get 10. The next game I get 18. The next man gets 5.
But you know, this isn't Norm's first season, brother. This is, you know, Norm's been in a team long enough, averaging 20, 25 points minutes per game, long enough that if you're not getting it at this point, it's because you're not showing the coaches.
Like, he's supposed to be moved up in the pecking order per se, but he hasn't in the first 5 games. I think he's going to be one of our integral pieces of the bench once they figure out who the unit is. Who is the top 3 people coming off the bench, and when do they play, and who do they play with from the starters?
Boucher, Matt Thomas, and Norm. Those are the 3 guys off the bench that need to play.
But then we're going to kill our...
Ryan, I don't know what happened to your guy, Terrence Davis, but... Yo, he's not the same guy. Ever since he caught that charge or that...
I feel like, honestly, I feel like that's a political... I think they're phasing him out, bro.
Say that again, Ryan?
I forgot about him for a second, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think they're phasing him out because if this thing will probably come back with charges, you know, they don't want a detriment to the team. So, you know, it's easier to phase him out now and play as if he's there but not there.
Damn, that's tough, man.
I don't know, because like innocent until proven guilty. I know.
Yeah, but there's apparently video, and they have all the information.
Yeah, you know, when that stuff comes out, we'll talk.
And you know, Terrence Davis had a candid conversation with the Raptors and said, "Yeah, I did it."
Yeah,
if he did it. But otherwise, he'd be running right now. There's no other reason why he shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, no, he is playing. He played today. He just had a bad game. But yo, anyways, what do you guys give the Raptors game out of 10 today? Out of 10. I want to hear what you guys rank the Raptors out of 10. Jeremy, you can start first.
Bro, they tried. They did what they could with the personnel that they have. I give them a
them out of 10?
I give them an 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah. I just think their ceiling is low.
Okay. What do you give them, Randall?
Yeah, the effort was there. Like a 7.5. They had some mental lapses, but the defense was picking up, and you know, like we're figuring it out. That's a 7.
Y'all are grading too high for a loss. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna give them. If I give them a 6, 5 of those points have to go to Freddie. So, like, you know, like, I don't know. Let's say I'll give them a 6.
What do you think? Can I ask a question, KG?
Yeah.
What do you think? Because they had a 6, right? What do you think that they did wrong to go? What did they think? What do you think they did to warrant that 6? Like, what could they have done better?
They couldn't close.
So what could they have done better? Like close, like explain who closes, how'd they close, like what could they have done better? What could individuals have done better?
When it comes down to closing games, it means you win the game, okay? These guys were down by, I think it was like 11 or 10. They came back. They brought the game back.
They're up by 1 at one point.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
When Vogel got Bledsoe in the game, I know he was happy because Bledsoe's a vet, so he can, you know, slow things down and just do what he has to do. What happens? Bledsoe hits a wide open tray. Boom. Over Bush. It was a wide open, whatever. Rotations were slow. You know what I mean? Because they came and they double teamed the BI. They should have I feel like they should have let him go 1-on-1. It's the fourth quarter.
The man would have eat them, dude.
Whole second half, they them every touch he got. Like every single touch, the closest man is coming to double, and we'll live with Eric Bledsoe shooting the 3, and we died by it.
It killed us.
Do you mind if I real quick, why I gave him an 8, if I really quick just read off some quick stats from the game?
Oh, you're a stats guy.
No, I'm not. I'm an eye test guy, and then I look at the stats after, and I say, oh yeah, that makes sense. So you know how many turnovers we had? 8. That's a solid game.
They played well.
That's a solid game. Took care of the ball on the road. That's a solid game. Second chance points, we had 15. They had 11. Fast break, we had 19. They had 11. Points off of turnovers, we had 19. They had 10. So you look at all these categories, and you're like, yo, fuck, these guys would have won.
Yeah.
The only thing.
Free throws, bro, and we only lost by a 2-possession game. Like, that's where it is. 20 free throws, and we have 46 points in the paint. It does not equal ever. I don't care what team it is. It could be the freaking the New York Knicks. There is no way they have 46 points in the paint and only 27. Like, that's impossible. No, that like, why is that why is that such a disparity? They shot 47, 28 in the fourth. Like they're not a who on that team are you giving the free throw to every single time? Like there's no way.
But you know,
yeah, go ahead, Ryan.
Okay, so I just want to know, like, usually at the end of the game, when like all game they were calling fouls on us.
Yeah.
So what happened to their whistle when we were trying to foul at the end of the game?
Oh, but Norm didn't go in too hard. He was like, if I get this steal thing, but I'm gonna complain if they're not calling a foul. Like he needed to go way more aggressive than that on the double.
Yeah, but they called fouls on us the whole game.
Oh, facts. Yeah, and then the one time we need it.
Yeah.
You
like
know
everyone
what?
knows that that's what they were trying to do. Everyone knows at the end of the game that's what they're trying to foul to extend the clock. Why we get the foul call?
Bro, we never get the whistle. Like I live in the States now, and so I see it from the other side. We never get the whistle. But if you look at this, bro, and if we're gonna just like I'm gonna stop. Like I'm 32, I'm gonna just stop caring if I'm gonna just keep saying, yo, we never get the whistle for the rest of my life, because we don't get the whistle and we won a championship. So like, you know, I'm not gonna cry about the whistle, bro. You got 17-7 from OG, 27-8-5 from Fred, 16-6-8 from Kyle, 24 from Boucher off the bench, and you didn't win the game. You didn't win the game because of one man at the end of it. That's what it comes down to. One man gave you 10 points and 6 fouls.
Needs to perform better too. We can't just blame Siakam, man. Norm
had 12. Norm had 12 in 24 minutes. That's solid. When all the other guys gave you all those.
He's in foul trouble. You can only get at him because he had shitty fouls.
But did you see the shitty foul? They were shitty fouls. Like they weren't. They were fouls. They were legit fouls.
The one he fouled, that one was terrible.
Yeah, like I don't think that was a foul. So like, well, with their 6th foul on that bullshit, no man. Like,
yeah. The thing is, nobody respects him in the United States as an actual legitimate.
That's it, man. Well, it's sad, man. You know what? We play Boston in a couple of days. We gotta get a W. Remember, guys, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for coming on the Zoom. You know what I mean? After every game, we can just chop it up, talk about the Raptors. COVID time, so remember, wear your masks, wash your hands, and be safe, Appreciate you guys.
Thanks for having me, bro.
All right, man. Peace out, guys.
Invite me back if you want some more Raptors bashing.
No problem. I got you.
All right, bro.
Later, bro.
Later, guys. Be safe. Dude.